Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and dog bludgers alike. Welcome to CGL Bandana Division in Season 2. This is rounds 10, 11, and 12. I'm your host, Dwarf Plays, accompanied by none other than NZ Girl. NZ Girl, how are we doing tonight?
Pretty darn good, Dwarf. How are you doing?
Not too bad, not too bad. It's been a good day here in Australia. What about yourself over in the pond?
Auckland, pretty cloudy, pretty miserable, but that's pretty much New Zealand in a nutshell.
Sounds
well,
about it.
Weather-wise,
anyway. All right, so this is the leaderboards on the screen now. We've got Rank Tank in first place, Avoid the Zoid coming in close second, and then quite some points away is S Team D with 614. So they're trailing by a little over 100 points from Avoid the Zoid. Rank Tank's team have seemed to be doing pretty well. Avoid the Zoid keeping quite close. Compared to the other division, the high top division, this seems to be a close race. Those top 3 or 4 teams are really close in the battle, and it can come down to these last 3 rounds tonight that we're going to see. So, any teams you're looking out for, in terms of taking a couple of wins tonight, or getting some big kills racked up?
I'm expecting Rank Tank to rack up some kills, considering they got 19 in the first game and actually 18 kills in round 9. So high expectations.
Yeah, definitely. They've definitely been at the forefront for quite some time, on and off, which has been really nice. So I'm excited to see where this plane comes across now. So we got the plane coming down through the center of the island there, so it's given the teams a chance to kind of split off in either direction. Might have some audio problems here. One sec.
This is pretty much the ideal plane for any situation. It can go really anywhere. You can go anywhere. If you can go to Prim, go to Millbase, you can do it. Head to Yaz, which is my personal preference.
Yeah, Yasna is definitely a nice place to be. Hopefully those audio problems are now fixed. I think I might have pulled a bit of a bifter there, but we're fine. We're back into it now. So we've got a couple of teams up the north, up in Severny, and what have we got? We got 2 teams. Bouncy and the boys are opting to go down to Millbase. So we'll see if they can win this battle of Millbase. Definitely some nice tier 3 loot there, but yeah, we'll see how this pans out. Everyone kind of, getting their own direction, finding their own course. There is a bit of chaos through Pachinki. It seems to be quite a few people around Pachinki, and we've got a few of those teams going long jump to Georgia Pool. So definitely pretty widespread. It was a very good play, like I said, straight down the middle, kind of giving you pretty much any option you want.
And you have Avoid the Zoid going to Milta, which is pretty much what they've been doing the last few games. So that's not surprising there at all.
Yeah, they might have some company over there too. Can't really see the names underneath there, but that circle's definitely put them in prime position. Down the bottom there, we've got Pac-Man. Don't know, with a punch.
I think it might have been an AFK kill.
Yeah, potentially AFK plane kill there, which is not something we always see, but hey, points are points. And look at that, he's picked himself up an M16 in that building. He's definitely on the other side of the bridge from his team, but yeah, they can definitely move in. They're in a good position. I've played against Animal Alpha in some PUBG scrimmages, and quite experienced player, quite experienced team there. So we look to see what those guys do. But definitely these teams that are going north, definitely around Georgia Pool, are going to have to loot up and make that trek. So it'd be interesting to see if any bridge camping is a thing of the present, and I wonder if any of these teams decide to lock down some of these bridges, or whether they just hunker down on Military Island.
I know the TNS lads do like to bridge camp, so it wouldn't surprise me if they head there, but I mean, they're pretty much in the centre of the zone currently.
You got Zapruder killing Graphite with a headshot there. And they've left the scene of the crime. They've fled it. They don't want the popo showing up. They've dipped out. And a Coulter knocked out from falling. Oh, the motorbike. Oh,
story of my life.
It's a 2-seater. It's not even a 3-seater. The 2-seaters are definitely a little bit more reliable, but yeah, those motorbikes they're, even in real life, they're just a death trap. I will never buy a motorbike. I'd be like what JC is doing right now on the side of a highway somewhere in Australia. So here comes his biker buddy to get him up.
What a good teammate. I've often been left behind in that situation.
We've got a bit of confrontation here in Pachinki. Running around with his pistol in hand. That's not the best weapon to have at this stage of the game, but he seems to be surrounded. His teammates have got him covered quite nicely. 2 M16s rolling there. These other guys are up against Tidley and stuff like that, rocking the Uzi, and they seem to be kind of like cornering it off, just trying to like hold that side of the road, really. Everyone seems to be kind of hunkered down in Pachinki. It's not a far run over those southern hills, but it's a run you'd probably rather make sooner than later. You don't really want to get caught out in the open in those wheat fields. That can really be the end of your team.
I don't think Mozart and that are going to engage because they're currently sitting 11th and they need to get into the top 12 if they want to get into finals.
Yeah, so they're probably going to play that real passive push. They are staying around though, so he on board with Eldrix now. He knows they're in that building. He's not too sure about the one to the right, but he seems to be holding that angle, but could get flanked from behind. And yeah, they're sticking around. They're ready for the fight. They obviously pre-engagement. They've come into engagement earlier, so.
Tisme Jeebus knocked out from falling. Probably.
Yeah, you got Bob here on the other side of the town. He's just throwing those nade in, and he's got a nice little angle, these two guys. They've watched this unfold, so. Extol fleeing the scene, trying to get out of there, trying to make that push south. It's as you've got a bit of carnage down at the bridge. Animal Alpha seems to be knocked out. He's down at the servo, trying to take a bit of cover. These guys have decided to kind of hold this out. Where's the rest of his team? They're close by.
Yeah, but Bacon's down in Millbase Island. They were split up at the start.
Farking here, trying to get a bit of an angle. He may go for the nice big flank around. This is definitely going to be a pretty big choke point, so you might see a bit of excitement here soon.
If you're in this situation, would you bridge camp?
Definitely. My team loves nothing more than a good old bridge camp. The buildings to the east just there, we tend to call the slums, and yeah, that's somewhere. If we see a plane that's coming over the mill base, that's the first place we jump. We like to gear up there, find what we can get, and pretty much just loot up on the bridge. Try to clear out as many squads as we can coming across that bridge. And some people like to run the gauntlet. 9 out of 10 squads don't make it through, but yeah, no, bridge camping is definitely has its ups and downs, but can pay off massively. But yeah, like you need balls of steel to want to go across that bridge in a game of this caliber. So I don't know if we'll see many teams go for it. More than likely, we'll see a lot of people swimming or trying to grab a boat. But that being said, animals running towards this UAS, and these guys might be ready to go it. As we've seen Sand Monkey and stuff going across the bridge now, and it's just Pac-Man coming back towards them. Yeah, I'm not too sure if he got the care package that was down there, just northwest of military base there. He might have picked it up. I'm not too sure if anything's in it. We'll check and see if anything's left in there. And
oh, no.
There is a Car 98 in there still, but
there's a level 1 backpack next to it, so he must have.
Yeah, it has been looted. It's definitely been looted. I wonder what he got. That'd be nice to see. Get something like an M249 and sit at that bridge. Any car coming your way is pretty much free candy for the taking. So,
well, he's got a SKS there, so he must prefer that over the Car 98.
Yeah, okay, banking. Yeah, picking up the SKS and keeping that over the Car 98 in the box. So that's my preferred option these days. The SKS feels really nice now with the vertical foregrip. It's just got a lot more stability. It just feels smoother. I didn't like it pre-patch, but it definitely feels nice now. What about yourself? Do you use the SKS over the Car 98 or?
SKS definitely, because I really suck at the car, and I will happily say that. I pass it off at any opportunity.
Happy to go with the the more rapid fire approach, right?
Definitely, and I feel like I'm a good teammate just for offloading the car to these people.
That's how I feel sometimes. Like there's a few guys on my team that are just much far superior with the a car 98 than I am, and I'm happy to take the SKS. I'm not too bad with it, but I wouldn't say I'm the best. I'm definitely nothing to write home about. We got Case in here taking some good old pot shots and slither of HP right here. And he's gone down to the blue zone. It's moving in. These guys over here at the Povka might be able to get out of this one. They need a vehicle and they need to move quick. I'm not too sure on the med situation, but yeah, they definitely need to move out of here quick. There's quite a few people that are stuck north of this circle, being such a southern circle. And a lot of these teams jumping towards Georgia Pool, Severny, Lipovka, Pachinki, making it a little bit harder to withstand some of this blue. But it is only the first blue, so. As you can see, we still got a couple teams. We've got a couple people up at Zaki still. A few guys that have caught the lucky edge of Primorse, which is still in the circle, which is a nice place to loot there. Definitely, you can see everyone that's moved out of Pachinki now, pretty much all up on those hills, side by side too. That's definitely going to be. We got a couple teams coming in on each other here, either side of the hill. So this is going to be interesting firefight. And Eltric's going down there. Mozart getting a knock with the M16. Trying to finish him off.
And he's using iron sights. Yeah,
iron sight, definitely from a decent distance too. So that was a nice shot. M16 being one of the more favourable iron sights, definitely nothing like the Scar or the forbidden Tommy gun. But yeah, the M16 from a bit of distance can do some work with the iron sights. They're pretty accurate. We just got a standoff here. This is just a good old Mexican standoff, each side of the border. They're just going to wait for each one to peak and make that push they need to. And Rumman catching a couple of bullets there to the face. Kaysen not making it up there at Lipovka, actually going down, dying to the circle, sadly enough. Didn't find the meds that he needed, so. All right, so this is going to be the big interesting. This next scenario is definitely, you can see North Island, the main island north of military, has 80% of the teams and players on it right now. I expect Patience and those guys to definitely take that eastern bridge across. But as you can see, this bridge to the west is about to be chaos. It's about to turn into World War III right there. Everyone's going to be converged on it. That it's a bit of a choke point. These guys down at Primorsk, obviously might be lucky enough to have a boat and travel across, but they're going to be running straight into the likes of Baking Patman and stuff like that are over there, just camping that building out, holding the circle and waiting for these teams to come across.
And the two groups at George aren't actually the same squad. You've got Scientist Squad and Colossal Velocity coming down from George. So they were just hanging out in North George. I think they were engaged for a bit.
Yeah, okay, so they're holding each other up there, which is a tactic I've used myself, trying to hold teams in buildings for a while, and until you can rummage a car. We've got a whole squad too. Zoid on board with Zoid mate here. These guys are just holding down this double-story concrete. Got a Dacia parked up. Got the getaway vehicle ready to roll. Playing passive. Like this is a smart play. It pans out. You find that early circle. You get in there. You hunker down and you kind of set down a good establishment. But we got some carnage south here down bottom military island. A couple teams coming onto that building, probably trying to find a place to call home. But no, there's some hoarders already bunkered up in there.
And that's actually S Team D, so they're currently coming third.
Yeah, okay, so that's S Team D down there. They're they got a good location too. They got quite a good location. They're just wait to see where these circles pull out. That bridge is definitely going to be the choke point though. That's it's going to be some interesting fights to be happening there. And it'd be nice to see if these guys that have just come across, whether they turn around and hold it. You can see a couple of teams swimming there.
All you need is
Yes.
someone with a sniper standing on the beach to kill all of them. Maybe what I3Y Ferry's doing.
Yeah, he's got this scar out, and he's just panning for his team. I'm pretty sure, waiting for the rest of the pandemic boys to come across. So he's holding that beach, and pretty sure they're up there now. They're up in the hills. Nobody AU spots the US, takes one out. Mozart going down, hitting those nice shots there. He's gonna go finish the job.
That's one reason why you don't travel together in a vehicle. If it blows up, then you're all buggered.
Yeah, in a squad game, it's a, I don't know, for myself, it's a golden rule. Don't travel all in one car. I've seen many cars and vehicles come at me, and I've also been a part of a car that's exploded quite a few times now. That yeah, you come against 4 guys with ARs in any vehicle, and you're well and truly, if they connect their shots quick enough, you're blowing up quite quick. You don't really stand much of a chance against 4 guys with assault rifles and a UAS.
Unless they suck at aiming.
And that's true.
Which does often occur. Seems like the same thing's happening again.
Yeah, this might be... Did someone go back in time? So Maddox taking the wide approach here. Mav just got out of the car, deciding to walk it in. No, he's driving it through. He might go down the coast here. He's gonna run into quite a few people. He's on low HP. Might be medding up now. But you can see a few of these boats floating around in the river. But this is this is a hellish circle for the guys that were on the Northern Island that didn't get across early. And Extor might spot him here. We got this late push by the cars across the bridge. This is going to be interesting. Definitely going to run into some confrontation here. We've got quite a few guys underneath the bridge too, camping it out. There's always some sea monkeys around. Never know where they're going to be.
I think Aletrix might actually survive this. No one wanted to bridge camp.
Yeah, he might actually. Oh no.
No, Aletrix got over there.
Kettlemane has been ran over. Sadly, it's been a lost survivor on the bridge, and these guys are opposite each other, and they're getting cleaned up, instantly cleaned up there. Kamikaze and stuff like that. Unfortunately, going down. These guys just came out of the water like ghosts in the night. And the Aegis 7 boys dropping there. So we've got a nice little overview there. You can see a lot of teams are hunkered down in these buildings. And we've got another southern circle with 2 crates right beside each other. Oh, has anyone got the balls of Uluru to go for these? We'll wait and see. They're primed for the taking, but that's a risky play. This late in the game, they're in a position where I don't know if both these buildings. Definitely the eastern building doesn't have sight on them, but
Poor life choice, Lenny.
Yeah, Lanny taking it in there, taking it to them. And Lanny gets down and killed there by their dreams with the M16. Tried to make a quick push into that building, and well, 1v4. Sometimes it works, but 9 times out of 10 it doesn't.
I think it was just a car simulator for them because they drove all the way from North George down to Southern Military Base and just got annihilated as soon as they stepped out of the car.
Well, that definitely wasn't a happy Sunday drive in the hills, but we're on with Animal Alpha here. He's got the M249, got that crate weapon. Plucking everybody off with that thing. Does some really nice damage, the M249. It's got a bit of kickback on it, but you get like a 2x on that thing, and mid to close range, you can really do some damage with it. Spagbo knocking out someone with a nice shot on Crixus with the Kar98. And look at these bottom hills. It's just all happening down the south there.
The people in the houses are going to have a significant advantage.
Yeah, those hills are, if not very, very hard to get up. That beach there is quite open, and you can see Bouncy Bots and those boys are held up in that building, which they've gotten lucky on that circle. Gotten really lucky on that circle and found themselves in a nice position there to pretty much just rain hell upon everybody else down on this coast. TN's boys always finding the nice position. That's one thing I've noticed throughout their games is they always seem to find a nice building in the right circle at the right time. And that was some crusty Damon stuff right there. Taking the Dacia for a bit of a swim.
Don't know if it's a poor life choice or not, considering the number of teams around them. And you've got Team Benevolent out at sea, so a bit more south.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Yeah, they are. They're heading out on the islands. They're out there on the Iron Islands, sitting around their boat and just and having a good old time swimming. Going for a leisurely swim. Maybe a bit of snorkeling out there, looking at some fishes.
Scuba diving there.
Yeah, we'll see if this Dacia into the water pays off. They've got an angle, but whether or not they can capitalise on it. Oh, just missing the molly there. Almost Ray QT almost getting caught out with the Molotov.
But is throwing a molly into the water a good idea or not?
Never tried it, but I don't think it would be the best payoff. But yeah, you can see Ray QT's there just held down. Pretty much stuck in that little bit of a cove right there. As this other team just holds a rock.
He did get a chance to heal though, and that's the main thing. Yeah,
that's it. You can play this circle, and we've seen the circle move now.
And Spaghetti's been knocked out. The TNS boys are currently engaging.
Yeah, someone seems to have gone up onto that building and taken it to them. Oh, and Ray QT getting quickly caught with the edge of that Molotov right there and jumping in the water to cool off. DG's coming over the top and just blasting hell upon this. Can he get a team wipe? Just misses it there. Almost.
Can his teammate take them out?
He's opted for the heal. He's trying to double fist there, trying to have a look. Can't actually shoot into the water. Elise Brutal is kind of swimming away to getting out of that situation. Two of her teammates instantly gone, so time to back out.
I think that's the wisest thing to do in this situation.
Yeah, definitely the better option there. S Team D's got the
Bouncy Butts has been knocked out.
The TNs guys having a bit of confrontation here in their compound. They do have to move. Sadly, they're not in the best position anymore. Maybe I jinxed them saying that they're always at the in the right house at the right time. But these guys are outside and they're locking them down. The problem being in this shed right now, I see, is that the longer that circle takes, these circles are going to really chunk this late in the game. If you can't actually get out and there's a team holding all your angles, you're going to die to the blue. And that you can see these guys here now pushing into the circle, pushing away from them in that direction. But Neezy getting hit here by Toby. So Toby outside the building here, playing good, playing the right-hand side, trying to cover that direction that his team's going to have to travel to, and he knows that there's people out there. So he's just going to try and put a bit of fire down on them. But we might see the TN's guys getting flanked here really, really hard.
Team Benevolent on one side and Team Advance on the other. So they'll royally poop.
Here we go. We got a bit happening here. Bouncy getting
Bouncy's
down. Circle coming in. Are they going to stop and fight, or they've got the meds? They may have the meds. Toby here trying to do a bit of cover fire there.
Skitty got off first aid.
Extrude going down. Can Toby finish it? Toby finishes it. There you go.
Toby took the flank.
Toby coming with the flank, finishing it off. Hopefully these guys can make the edge of that circle and met up. As we see the S-Team D guys still in that compound. Got really, really lucky there. They've been holding that down.
And you've got Avoid the Zoid getting pushed by Extreme 2G.
Yeah, rank tank guys coming here back. This is a battle of the kings right now.
Battle of the top two teams, it seems.
2G taking out next type of the headshot with the AK. Just flanking in around these guys. Trying to put in work for his team. It's paying off so far. They're off in the Dacia. Oh, he's got one. He hasn't realized he's been getting shot from the angle. Oh. Zoid, mate, grabbing the shot, saving the rest of his team as they drive off in the Dacia. And now he's left to met up and move to that circle. He's got 30 seconds left to do.
Oh, and V1793's gone down.
Did any of the TNs guys make it? I wonder if we can see those guys out there. Don't.
Toby's there.
Not too. Yeah, Toby's still there.
Nizzy. And he's the winner of that.
Toby taking it out. Next to a burning wreck. Sometimes a good disguise. But he's going to have to move. He's got 2 seconds. He's on the far edge. You can see these teams making a quick push to the end circle here. The rank tank boys. Look at this. A far push from the north side of the circle. Now putting themselves in prime position right here. Up on this this high rock. On the southwestern side of this final circle that's pushing in. Is Merrick going to make it? He's coming in the backside. Did these guys spot him? He's going to be taking some serious damage now.
Oh, and Toby's down.
And Merrick decides to go for the kills. He's been down by the circle. Sorry, Odog. Odog turned around and finished him off. But Merrick there, you know, like getting 2 of them down, like stopping that team, like slowing them down from getting into a better position. And you can see here, Rank Tank pulling the ultimate circle here for these guys right now.
S-Team D and Avoid the Zoid, they're going to have to move soon. And there's a lot of open space between them and the circle.
Yeah, we can definitely see S-Team D, and Avoid the Zoid here going to have a confrontation as they move towards top dogs that are sitting out here on this nice, you know, prowess ledge down to the south.
I wonder if they know about Muxie in the next house.
I think they have a good idea. You can see Spacey and stuff like that. Blind Freddy moving in for the kill. These guys are rushing him now. He's going to take the jump balcony. He may get the jump on Stacy. He's missed it, almost. He's got one.
Oh.
And he's been taken out. Blind Freddy just getting the clutch there with the kill. Very close, but unfortunately, they're going to have to leave their teammate as they quickly jump in that UAZ and try and make a push open field towards these guys that are covered up here. And peeking. He's peeking from the rocks. He's got a beautiful angle. Look at that. Cleaning them up. The rank tank guys in prime real estate right now. Oh, Sand Monkey taking out the S-Team D boys. That was a hard push at the end there. You got Zoid, mate, sitting on the far side of the circle here. getting a bit of a suntan. Not that he needs it, but he's out there.
And you've got Farking still alive, and they're number 22 secondly. So getting top 3, top 4, that's going to do some serious damage in the leaderboard.
Yeah, no, definitely good for points-wise. Zoid definitely playing the points game there, which is nice. And who do we have? Who's the mountain climber down here? AU Grunt, just holding this rock. Level 3 helmet, just kicking back, just watching the birds, the dolphins.
I think that's the last one remaining in Aegis Alpha. Aegis 7 Alpha, sorry.
Yeah, that is. They got wiped out a little bit earlier, so he's definitely made it a nice placement for his team. He's going to have to leave this rock. I think he's out of the next circle, but I don't know if anyone knows that. You can see rank tank guys and Blackout and Pekin and all that. They're definitely worried about this northwest location, but I'm not too sure if they know Zoid's over there. With 7 remaining, they may think that this is a team versus team fight. But little do they know, there's actually still 4 teams alive.
And you can see him coming in from the northeast.
AU Grant got killed by Farking there. Farking got an angle on him as he pushed out past that smoke, and noticed him hugging the rocks down there. So we got 3 teams here. Zoid mate still just sitting in the grass, playing it safe as these guys fight it out. So.
I mean, why not? He's in circle.
Well, that's exactly right. They have no eyes for him at the moment. Snapshot here coming in with the Uzi. Farking's down. They're trying to finish this off. Can they catch him? They've caught him. It's Rank Tank versus Zoid. The battle that everybody wanted to see. Let's see how good he is. Got the SKS. Kitted up. 2 vests, 2 helm.
They're definitely not going to be able to avoid the Zoid this time.
No, they definitely cannot avoid the Zoid. And Zoid's actually got the circle. I'm pretty sure he's right on the edge of that circle. These guys are going to have to push him. And he has the advantage here. So let's see how he can do with this SKS that's got the extended mag. He's been smoked by Pekin. He's noticed he's waiting for the flank. These guys have obviously got the upper hand having more people. But Nate's coming in now. They know where he is. Zoid clutching that on Pekin right there. M16 burst fire. He's made the second. Can he make the play? Can he make the play? And he's missed it. He's just missed it there. That was so close, so clutch. That was a great game. That was a great finish and a great play there by Zoid, mate, to get his team second and almost to win. That was great. What did you take of that?
I think that was fantastic. I'm happy that these 3 top teams got into the final circle, including Farking's team. I mean, they're currently, is it 22nd on the leaderboard, and they came 3rd. So it's going to toss up the 10, 11, 12, 13 places in the leaderboard.
No, it's definitely going to stir the pot a bit. But those, you can see again, those 2 teams, Rank Tank and Avoid the Zoid, they're just battling it out. Zoid playing such a passive game that game, and definitely putting in the work where it counted. But we'll set up the second game, guys, and we'll be back. I hope you enjoy that. So stay tuned as we set up the second game. We'll be back shortly. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the CGL Season 2 Bandana Division. This is the second game of the evening. I'm accompanied here by NZ Girl. What did you take of that last game? That last game definitely came down to a very, very clutch play there by Zoid, almost taking down three of the ranked tank guys. That was pretty intense.
That was fantastic. It was exhilarating and everything I'd want in the final circle, especially the fact that Team Insult, currently 22, 220 points, they came third. Did not expect that.
Yeah, AU Grunt down there, just being a bit of a billy goat, hiding there on the edge of the rocks. Be interesting to see how this circle plays out. It's military circles are pretty common these days. I seem to be, every time I play the game, I seem to end up getting a military circle, and it either works out really early or it just doesn't go the way I planned. So it'd be interesting to see when we get this circle for the second game, and maybe a little bit different of a plane. That plane cut the island down through the center, gave teams pretty much an opportunity to go anywhere. Some nice early confrontation would be good.
Sadly, earlier confrontation is significantly lacking in these CGL games. So I'll be surprised if we do see that, but it's enjoyable either way. Late game plays is it's very, very exhilarating.
Yeah, it definitely does have that passive-aggressive approach at the start of the game. Everyone tries to find their vehicle, or everyone's calling the CGL strats at the moment is find that vehicle, get out of town, pretty much fuck off from everybody else as quick as you can, find some gear, and go back for the kill. So we'll see where this plane's going in a second, but yeah, hopefully we've got a bit of different trajectory now.
No, it seems pretty much similar to game one.
Yeah, by different trajectory, I mean 30 meters to the left. So, yeah, pretty much going to see almost identical plane carrying through the center of this map. Zapruder and those guys choosing Zaki. Choosing the Zaki. What do you take of Zaki? Have you ever been out there? You like Zaki as a place to loot or an early game push?
I like it, except the 3 times I've been there, it's been Milta or a military ending.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to see the circles that often, and we've got a lot of teams here going right.
And you have the TNS boys going back to military base. They seem to be dropping there quite a bit, so hopefully they're thinking they may get another circle down at that end of the world.
Yeah, they might get lucky with that military circle again. We'll wait and see. We've got quite a few people long jumping towards, like, it's almost like Primorsk or just north of the quarry there. Be interesting to see. There's a bit of congestion there, so that might there's not too much to loot around there, so that'll be interesting. We got quite a few teams at school. I think we got 2 teams at school, so it's always early game confrontation.
This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, Xdol here with the picking up the M16 early on the rooftop. The burst mode on this thing can really cut you down with no armor on really, really fast.
Yellow's been knocked out.
Yeah, you look copping a shotgun, I think it was, to the back of the head there by Rumman.
Seems like Rumman's teammate went into flank and try and take him out. Yep, Xtol killed Yella. And Bouncy Butts. 2
Bouncy
kills.
getting the double.
Nice.
Oh, with the scar.
That's down in mill base.
Collapse just curling up in a corner here, and hopefully everybody leaves the school that he's in. And we see the circle is to the eastern side of the island, so not too bad for everybody here. You got Neezy and the guys over there at Georgia Pool. It's going to be a bit of a drive from Zaki, but you know, not too bad. Not too bad at the circle. Close quarter combat there. Pallet S12K to the face, knocking down Xtol. I wonder if he's going to pick up that M16 off his body. He might not risk that corridor loot there. He knows people are around. He hasn't seen the pan behind him. Oh, that's a blessing in disguise there.
That'd be a fantastic item to have for him.
Oh, he's copied a couple shots from across the corridor. Eltrix just raining fire, and they've come in and they're finishing the job off.
Eltrix was the distraction for Rumman to come in and pretty much take him from behind.
I'm not too sure if you would appreciate that one. I don't know if that was consensual, but nonetheless, it's been done. The deed has been done. We got Zoid, mate. The guys with the Void the Zoid over here driving around the Polka.
That's surprising because they have dropped in Milta most games, so they're actually tossing it up and spicing things up again.
I wonder if they think that obviously with the Circle being their last game, it's a very unlikely chance of it going there again. I wonder if that was the tactic leading into this game, going, okay, guys, we're going to pick somewhere a little bit different. They've chosen Lipovka. Maybe they've got the idea if the unfortunate event happens again where they do get a military circle. There are quite a few boat spawns around there to make their way down. But yeah, that is quite a different tactic.
You see S Team D going in there, and I wonder if they're going to be like Bov, who drove in, saw them, and got the hell out of Dodge.
Spacey running around here with the revolver, ready to take anyone down. I'm not too sure if he's aware that people are here, because he seems to be running around like a man on fire.
Headless chicken. Nah, he's in more control than that.
And Zoid mate rocking around with the Umpy here, trying to find anyone he can pluck off. That was good work there by Zoid to pretty much get rid of any threat in his town. This is his town for the start of this game, as we do have a crate drop to the north. No one really close to it, in a position where no one's probably really seen it. Maybe Avoid the Zoid might have caught a glimpse of it falling from the edge of Lipovka there, but I'm not too sure with the confrontation going down. God, Miguel's just taking a drive around here. Friendly Dad's just hiding in this bush. We got our first bush wookie of the night, guys. And
no, Grumps killed Friendly Dad.
Grumps has killed him.
And Miggle's just driving around aimlessly, pretty much.
Wasting fuel in the buggy.
Doesn't know what's going on.
We've got these teams that are over to the west here, just north of the quarry, fighting it out by the looks of it. Got their couple of weapons, so. It's the boys from Trash. Oh, Hi is just sitting upstairs. Last member of his team left, waiting for these guys to pounce. He's got the what looks to be the S12K there. No helmet, level 1 vest. Oh, that's something you don't want to walk up the hallway to, is an S12K to the face. That thing's going to cut you down to about my size.
If I were him, I'd be hiding in the bathtub right now.
You would pull a Navi. Navi's tactic last week in the... the kitchen's on fire. The smoke alarms are going off. It's all happening here for II. He needs eyes in the back of his head for this one. He might cop a nade from the back of the building, but see JC outside switching through. It's got the Uzi. Couple of nades coming through, and we got the push up the stairs. He's going to catch him and headshot by J Knives with the Scar L. Oh, didn't even get a round off through the window. That was beautiful shot. That was a beautiful shot. That was a beautiful shot there. Distracted by the push and cleaned out from another angle. It's all about the angles.
Good job. And the team up in Zaki better get a move on soon.
Yeah, Colossal Velocity boys here, just driving around in the UAS. On board with Lanny right now. We got Bork. Bork just hiding in this. It's almost like one of those cuckboy shacks. While his team drives around him, I think he's getting the pickup now. He's called an Uber. He's got, oh, it's a taxi. It's not an Uber. Sorry, excuse my my fault there. It is a taxi. But that's he's opted for the Uber pickup.
Actually, they ran him over. They knocked out both when he was running out of the shack.
I think that's the last time he ever calls someone to pick him up. Yeah, that's that's unfortunate there for him.
I think he jinxed him.
He may have been better staying inside that shack and waiting for everybody to leave. So we got the guys Glock and Mirari. We've still got someone. Who's this? We have a no name. We have a streaker on the pitch, as it be, hiding out there on the sport island. We've got 2G here, hunking down. I hope they're not his teammates. No, they're not his teammates. He's taking them out. These guys are having a field day over here. The boys from Rank Tank cleaning up a squad over there near small Milter Power. We got the TNs guys still down in military, still down on the island. As we got Skank coming out here. They're gonna find this crate. We're not too sure what's in it yet. We haven't had a look. I think Archer's going to pan in right now and have a bit of a squiz inside here and see what we've got. But
it's going to be a very good surprise for him.
Yeah, Skank, pull it in there. What is 8 times Mil Vest and an MK14? For you guys that don't know what the MK14, it is the new sniper rifle. It does quite a bit of damage. It's a scary sounding weapon. Someone shooting that at you, you almost want to just drop your gear and just run away. Have you had the fortunate events of being able to use the MK14, NZ?
Yeah, it didn't go down too well. I definitely didn't expect the recoil that it has. So I didn't succeed at anything with that. My first and only try with the MK14. How about yourself? Had any luck with it?
Well, I have used it myself, but like you said, yeah, it does have quite a nasty kickback on it. It is, yeah, it's pretty potent. It's definitely not my preferred gun. I will use it if I don't have like an SKS, but I do prefer an SKS over it, which is probably something that a lot of people aren't used to hearing. But yeah, I don't actually like the MK14. It's not my preferred pickup.
And Glock and Mirari are finally leaving Zaki, heading into the circle.
Yeah, finally leaving Zaki. They got that long drive. We've seen it quite a few teams over the last few weeks doing that, the old Zaki strat. But as you see there, that circle pushing away, they're all in a vehicle. As long as they got the meds, they should be fine.
Do you think Trash over there, if he's got a vehicle, or if he's going to be taken out with the Trash? Oh no, seems he's sorted.
Yeah, the Trash guys they seem to all have vehicles. They're moving in. They spent a lot of time out there to the west. I'm not too sure if anyone actually even went down to Primorse down there. But yeah, they're going to be moving in. We've got on board with Patience here. And he's hunkered down in just outside Yasnaya. He's got his team around, so...
Animal Alpha's looking pretty low to his right there. Oh.
Yeah, crawling in. Animal's going down there. Graphite picking up that kill. Tis me Jeevis. Oh, he might have been hoping he could walk on water, but he can't. He can't run through buildings. He's stuck there in that Yasnaya apartment block.
NZ snapshot died. 6 to 9 left. That's a surprise, definitely.
Yeah, snapshot. Yeah, that's not a... that's not a kill, or not a name you'd see usually go down this kind of early. I suppose you could still call this early, but look at the map there. Yeah, not too sure who that was out actually on the spawn island, but whoever it was.
No, NZ snapshot's down in Milter Power.
I know he is still down in Milter Power. No, sorry, still alive.
How weird. Kill feed says he wasn't.
Okay, that might have been a that may have been a clone of his, a stormtrooper if it be up there on the spawn island. Yeah, could be accusations coming out here from Snapshot being in two places at once. I know I'd like to be in two places at once sometime and make my life a hell of a lot easier.
What did nobody AU get from this care package? Looks like he's rolling away with a car.
Yeah, looks like a car 98k there on the back.
Do you think it's the biggest disappointment when you roll up to a care package and there's pretty much just a car?
Yeah, I guess like there are worse things. The Tommy gun. Yeah, I'd rather hit someone in the head with a stun grenade than to use that gun. The iron sights on the Tommy gun are just super horrendous. If that gun could actually pick up like a red dot or a holographic, it would be you would see a lot more use out of it. And I think it's something that the developers may look into. But the iron sight on the Tommy gun is horrendous. And nobody here has picked up that car. He's been hit, and Eldrick's going down too, getting a extrude, catching a nice little shot there from over the ridge.
And Team Benevolent are the ones to their west, so I wonder if they're going to push. You've got one flanking round to the right, which is Happy Novites.
Yeah, Happy pushing up real close. Haybale to Haybale. May have spotted him. He's been spotted. Rumham taking him out with the M16 there. Nice shots. On point with the red dot.
Unless his team kill Rumham and all that, I don't think Happy's going to be happy anymore.
There won't be any happy feet dancing today. But... he might be just hiding behind that hay bale. Hopefully, his team seems to be pushing up now. Maybe they're going to come in and instigate this here up on the hill.
Would you attempt to revive him, or would you engage, or would you run in this situation?
I'm one of those people that, I support a flank. But yeah, if you go down in the process, I'm usually the one flanking myself. So my team usually, I just yell at them and tell them to come and save me. Whether it costs them their life or not. And 9 times out of 10, they'll just basically tell me to piss off.
Well, but looks like his team has left him.
Yep, and that's exactly what my team would have done in that scenario too. Happy, I feel your pain. Sometimes it's a good day, sometimes it's not so happy. But we got quite a few teams here. Still 69 people alive, and that is a smallish looking circle.
Well, there's no one outside of the blue, so that's good. There were quite a few people, quite a few teams outside of the blue before the circle came in. Hopefully it was worth it for them, getting some extra loot.
Yeah, sometimes it is worth like staying in especially a big town like Primorsk or Lipovka or something like that, or even Yasnaya, somewhere where you haven't actually got all that loot out of, to stay in there for an extra minute or two and just try and find what you can and med your way out.
There's Team Benevolent again. Luckily, they're close to the circle edge, but wide open space. Don't know how they're going to get through this.
Yeah, not much cover here for those guys. Taking a couple of shots. On board with Eltrix. Can he finish it off? He's finished the job off on one.
Nice. He's just been sitting there waiting for them to come in this whole time.
He's going to catch that spot and may end up 2 left. Meagle's knocking out Ray QT from a mile over the red dot. One of his teammates coming in for the rev. I think it's Graphite, is it? Yeah, Graphite pulling up. Oh, hit. He's hit once. Good shooting here. Oh, Cozzy hitting Rumman with that Car 98. Nice shot there. Finishing it off. And that's it.
Snuck up on Poaching Kings from behind. They were focusing too much on Team Benevolent.
Yeah, might be able to get another one here if he plays this right.
They don't even know where Cozzy's shooting from.
No, they're definitely tunnel vision there on Malevolent, and they're leaving their 6 open. Cozzy missing that shot actually, and decides to pull back. Time to regroup. We've got the guys of Aga 7 out here in the ocean, where Crate has just dropped over towards Lipovka. Verlios sitting out there in what looks to be a boat. And Sticks and Stones as well. I think maybe in his own boat out there just off the coast. So playing the passive game out in the water.
So it seems NZ Snapshot got the reconnect glitch when it reconnects you on Spawn Island. So he's still there, but apparently his teammates couldn't see him when he reconnected.
Okay, there you go, coming in first. So he was actually beside them, and
yeah, he was.
Yeah, the whole time.
Oh, Sketty's gone down. Lanny 11 took him out.
Blackout covered in there with the push. Killing the dick.
Hopefully Blackout's got some meds, or at least Pekin's going to share with him.
Yeah, there we go. See Blackout medding up now, full health. These guys are... Yeah, definitely. We know what happens when they all get in the same building.
At least the good things about these buildings is you can't throw nades through the windows because they bounce off the little bars. So they've got that going for them.
Yeah, that is true. We got Cozzy down here, still focusing on these guys.
I'm sure he'll get there in the end.
Yeah, he's actually taken his eye off those guys that were fighting Benevolent, and he's taken down what seems to be the rest of the team that have turned around here. Yeah. Catching the shots, 2 off, 1 off, and that's it. That's team wiped. That's it for Benevolent by the looks of it. So time for those guys to definitely make it a bit of a hightail straight into that circle. We'll see who's going to pick up this compound here. There's quite a few buildings here on board with nobody. This guy's holding this this nice little ridge, but not much cover from behind. Is that Grump's gone for the cheeky peek?
Grumps and Miggles are the last 2 left in their team. So it's
Grump's going down. Can Miggles get the clutch here?
Oh no, ammo. Oh no, nobody.
Miggles
Bad luck.
Catching the headshot with Vector there and finishing him off, and in time to go save his teammate.
Well,
Miggles played that well there.
He did have the advantage. He had that railing in the concrete wall that he was hiding behind, and I mean, it went downhill, literally for no VAU.
Yeah, good work by Grumps there to get away from him and Miggles to keep enough pressure to not let nobody there actually finish his teammate off. So them keeping 2 for the next fight. Circle moving in now. Snapshot getting absolutely pumped there next to the Cuckboy Shack.
NZ Snapshot's finally actually dead now.
He's actually dead. We'll see if he spawns himself in again on the Spawn Island for a 3rd time, because that would be interesting. But yeah. Actually getting taken down there, and Pac-Man just
And you've
walking
still
around.
got Cozy and Graphite outside of the circle. What an interesting play by this, because this is going to chunk.
Yeah, the moment this next circle hits, they really need to get a move on. They've also going to be pushing into about 3 or 4 teams on side of that edge of the circle that they're coming into. So it's going to be an interesting play by them. Whether or not they stayed out too far to get those benevolent guys or not, we'll wait and see. But
If I was Bacon Pac-Man, I'd just hunker down and stay there as long as possible. He's in a very good position right now.
He is in a very good position. He would definitely be packing it. I know I would be in that Cutboy shack with all these vehicles and gunshots going on around me. But he's in a nice little spot. But you know, a nade in that shack can end his day. So you see, Cozzy end up going the top side of what they like to call cradle, or is now commonly known as prison. These guys trying to get an angle on Necro. It seems to be pushing into the circle.
And it seems like Gunny B's just outside the circle with none of his friends there to revive him, so he's probably going to go down soon. Yep, and Zoid Mate finally killed Gunny B. I wonder if Sam's going to engage with his team.
Yeah, Neezy stuck between a rock and a hard place, no pun intended right now. But here, with his Banana Man suit on, he's making that push up the hill. Slow and steady wins the race.
Well, it seems like he did come out a winner against him.
Yeah, he's got that Scar L, and he's put in work. Oh, catching a beautiful nade there on Jam Drop. Not killing him, but within an inch of his life. If he can land another one, I'm not too sure. No, he's got the full heal up. So Jam Drop back in this fight and catching shots and Zoid Mate. Oh, getting the angle. Like I said, it's all about them angles. Getting a nice angle from him and finishing off Jam Drop there, or at least downing him anyway.
Zoid Mate's hiding in a shack. What a great shot.
Definitely a nice shot there. We got V17 going straight in for this crate. What have we got in the crate? He's taking his time. It's definitely something decent. And back in the days here, and out they go.
In the middle of the circle. That
is a risky play with a circle that small.
I don't think it's obvious at all that there's people at this shack. I mean, it's normal to have 2 cars parked there. Oh, I'm closing the door. Yeah, that's less obvious now. But they're in a ridiculously good position.
Yeah, to the northeast here, we got quite a few squads here. Hunker down in these little complexes across the road. It's going to be an interesting play up to the north there. We'll see what happens. Blackout opting with no helmet, trying to get those nice red long locks floating in the wind. Almost getting caught by the motorbike then, by Jackie. And if he's not careful, no, he spotted it, he's pulled back into his team.
No, he's going to run for his life.
Yeah, that blue coming in now. This is one of those circles that really hurts. See Barney going down there. Peeking, opting back for the buggy, trying to make his way into that circle.
Hopefully he picks up his teammate.
2G just hoiking it around on the Ducati. Taking a couple of shots. Fighting dramatic.
Dropping like flies currently.
Oh, 2G with the plays coming through there. I think he just wiped out 3. That was beautiful there. Straight up on the Ducati, off on the rocks, AK out, and just went to town. That was a really, really nice play there by Extreme. Skank still down the bottom here in this circle, just on the edge. And I'm not too sure if Extreme knew that he was down there, but if he gets a bit of a peek, he might clean him up.
He's going back.
And that is a risky rev. That is a risky rev, and it's cost him his life.
Didn't pay off.
Cost him his life. 2G picking it up, looking down the hill, and cleaning him up. And in a really, really nice spot right now.
He definitely has the advantage right now. He can see everybody in that valley, and if as soon as Zoid and Next Mate get out of the hut, he'll probably have eyes on him.
Yeah, avoid the Zoid trying to get this UAS blown up here. But yeah, definitely 2G definitely in a really, really nice position up there for the next circle, and can rain fire down on pretty much anyone, like I said, in this valley. And you can see him moving across there. These two other teams we've got over in this compound here, right on the edge of the circle. It's going to be really, really nice.
Oh, and B17's been killed by Babyface.
Babyface.
And what was that?
Oh, so that was a suicide. I don't know if that was paid for.
Mass suicide.
we see. Avoid the Zoid there. They need to avoid the building or avoid whoever was driving, because they've been taking lessons from me, and trust me, that's not going to pay off in CGL, and that has cost them the game right there. Running into the side of this building and exploding in a fashionably order. Black Flare just hugging this shed for dear life.
Well, Hobbins and Space have a really good position right now because there's only one person left in that team, but I mean, they all need to get into the circle. Less than a minute to get there.
This next circle's going to definitely... they've got a whole team. They got the numbers. So, you know, Black Flare, he might... I don't know if they know he's here. He might be able to catch them out, but he's definitely going to have to play the patient game right now. He's only got a Vector, not full health, so obviously, low on meds, as it seems. Maybe no ammo for that AK, but... he's going to have to make a play here if he wants to catch these guys. That Molly coming in, they do know that he's there, so he's now left himself open to his rear. His 6 isn't covered. Moving back around. But yeah, Hobbits in Space are going to have a nice little play here. They need to get out of this circle, though.
Snaking his way to the car. There's Zeus over there behind the blue Dacia.
Yeah, and we see none of the top teams left. That play by Avoid the Zoid, that was beautiful. That's definitely a clip worthy, that one. See Zeus pushing in.
Oh, and Zeus goes down.
Catching it. Black Flare catching it, maybe holding his team up a bit. They're going to come in. Hopefully they're going to finish it off. Babyface Baggins. Is he going to get the kill? He killed Black Flare. He's moved in. So Hobbits in Space definitely holding the nice prime position here on this outside of the circle. And he has, outside the play zone, Babyface Baggins has not winned it for his team. He's thrown it there almost, proning just that split second too early and costing his team the win there. That was crazy. Crazy finish, going off to Colossal Velocity, finishing it off. 10 kills. That's not too bad.
A surprise. None of the top 3 teams got into the top 5. It's definitely going to shake things up a little bit for the leaderboards and who's going to get into the top 12 and into the finals.
Yeah, we got Team 5 there, Rank Tank coming 5th. So, Extreme 2G, look at that. 14 kills. That is insane. 14 kills. That play there by that man was beautiful. Put himself in a really nice position there, cleaned up a couple squads. That was a very interesting game. Definitely a few things to talk about. We'll talk about that after the break, guys. We'll be back with the last game of the night. Stay tuned. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the final game of CGL Season 2. Final game of the night. That last finish, quite interesting, NZ there. What did you take of that last game? Any great plays, any standouts, and any funny moments that you picked from that last game there?
Definitely stand out was Next Hype driving his car into a wall and blowing himself and Zoidmate up and pretty much destroying their team. But also Extreme 2G, 14 kills. There's definitely a reason why Rank Tank is number one and why they have the largest kill count.
Yeah, that play by Extreme 2G there, just jumping on the Ducati and hightailing it straight up into that rocky outcrop just outside of prison there, grabbing the higher ground and just raining down with the AK below everybody else that was just outside hugging the edge of that circle there. That was really, really nice play by him, and bringing his team in for fifth. Which was crazy. Funny ending there by Babyface Baggins, actually proning right before the edge of the circle actually come in and sadly dying outside the play zone there, giving the win to Colossal Velocity. Yeah, that was a very interesting game there. Definitely, I wouldn't be getting in a car with Zoid anytime soon. If I was him,
it was
I'd be steering clear.
It was driving.
Yeah, if I was him, I wouldn't let his teammates drive. I'd be running it on foot from now on.
And you have Benny pretty much winning the game. Didn't even take the last shot. It was all down to Babyface Baggins just dying to the zone.
That's it. Just a stroll in the park on a nice Tuesday afternoon and finding that circle and letting Mother Nature take its course. So as we go into the game now, we've got the plane traveling from a different trajectory this time. We've got from southwest corner to the northeast. So away from Military Island, we've seen a couple of teams go down there. The TNs guys opting for the Military Island twice in a row now. So yeah, we'll see how this game pans out. But we might have quite a few people with that long jump down towards the coastline there.
Definitely, and I guess it's good for this team for the last round for the night and the last round in the qualifiers to get a different flight path. Everyone has to change their tactics and strategies, and I mean, it's gonna see a lot of difference this game, I think.
Yeah, noticed a couple of the higher teams there not finding the position they would have liked. You've seen like at the end there, avoid the Zoid trying to push into that building at the end there, but not making it out in an orderly fashion. But we've got quite a few teams over Georgia, Paul. It'll be interesting to see where this goes. We've got Double Fist and those guys up there. Slow jumping what it looks to be like Lipovka, and may have Lipovka to themselves. A lot of controversy down near that west bridge, and you can see the TNs guys bouncy and stuff like that going down towards Military once again. Coming in, they're looking for a car, I'm guessing, and they're going to make their way down to Mill, and they may get there first, and it could pay off if they get a circle down there.
Well, actually, in the last Tuesday, TNS, they dropped Mill most 2 out of 3 games, and that's what got them their points, as they were 18th or 19th before last week. So it seems that their strategies of dropping at Mill base was working.
I have noticed myself, like the more squad games I play, the more circles I get at Military. It does seem like the better option. We got V-Fox there just honing around on the 3-seater, and I've jinxed the circle yet again. It's this team at Lipovka definitely going to have the upper hand if they move down there. They don't know if anyone's there. No one's currently at prison. A lot of these teams you can see jumping early and opting for that early jump down towards Mill, Pachinki, Rozok, and we'll see these teams move probably as fast as they can to the northeast of this map.
You also have Yasnaya, which has no one in it, which is surprising.
Yeah, that's what I think is the largest city in the game. So, not having anybody in Yasnaya, there's free loot there. There's a lot of loot there.
You have 2 teams down in Lippo. They're going to get on top of each other very soon, because Lippo is not Primosk. 2 teams at Primosk.
Yeah, 2 teams down there at Primosk. Is it 2 teams? No, it seems to be one team. one team with Primos to themselves. So if those guys get a car, that'd be nice. Looks like Bouncy Butts and stuff like that have opted to not go over to Mill yet. So they may be changing their strat as fast as they can. Moving to Pachinki, we've got two teams in Pachinki here. Babyface Baggins running around with a stun grenade. He needs to find something quick. Picked himself up a P92 there and a good old crowbar.
I wonder if he knows he's getting surrounded.
We've got Patience and Graphite here moving in. We've got a Uzi and a double barrel by the looks of it. And, yeah, Babyface picking up the AK upstairs, so the tides may have turned a little here if he can get a nice little clutch on these guys waiting outside for him.
I would not like to be Baggins right now, considering his teammates aren't in a good distance from him.
Yeah, you got Ray QT just holding this fence over here. He knows Serial's just nearby, and he's just trying to like basically send back information to his teammates to let these guys know. And Cozy getting the headshot with the M416 over there, finishing off Zeus. The Hoppets are they've opted for the building in Pachinki, but it's not paying off. He might get a nice little clutch here, but these guys are going to know exactly what room he's hiding in. This seems to be a common spot for most people to hide. They cover that staircase, and we may see a nade or two come through this window. But I would not want to be Babyface Baggins in this situation right now.
Especially with the risk of them getting flanked from behind. Because you have Tisme Jeebus, different team to Ray QT and Serial.
Jeebus coming in with a nade, looking for it. Just missing, catching it on the balcony. He might opt to run out. I'm not too sure where the rest of Jeebus's team is, but they might be on the other side of Pachinki. And they've opted to split up. They have every corner of the globe mapped out here, seems to be. We've got Double Fizz getting this going for this crate out up on the coast up here. Interesting to see what's in that. And these guys have picked a nice little position up here on this rocky outcrop ledge. He's going for the jump, and into the ocean he goes.
Is there a way to jump up that cliff though? Or will he have to swim around to the beach?
He just died. He currently just committed suicide off that cliff, and his teammates looking at him going, "You're an idiot. You are an idiot." I hope whatever was in the crate was worth it, but they are now one person down, and they had the upper hand being in a very, very nice position. Car 98K, level 3 backpack, got the old turtle shell in that one, and well, he's now swimming with the turtles, or should I say floating with them, because that jump cost him his dear life.
That was surprising. I actually thought he'd make it and get the crate, but it seems like he just failed at life. And his teammates are probably giving him a lot of crap.
I'm sure he's getting yelled at by right now in his comms, but that he'd had enough. He didn't want to go any further, and he made the sacrifice. So Babyface Baggins is still all right with this AK in the middle of Pachinki, trying to hold these buildings. He's pushed out. I think he's trying to regroup with his teammates here, which would give himself a bit more of an advantage. He's got rid of being stuck in a building. He is the last alive, actually. Sorry, he is the last alive out of the Hobbits. So if he can find his way out of Pachinki, this is not a place you want to be solo when you know there is a couple of other teams around. Plenty of angles, plenty of rooftops. You can die in a heartbeat.
Luckily, he's running away from danger and towards it. I wonder if Animal Alpha and that team have realised that he's leaving them.
Grumstick spotting Pac-Man and just waiting to see what he's going to do out of this compound here. too sure if they got a car down there. No, it looks like he's on foot. So he's playing the slow game, waiting. Circle is pushing, so these guys will have to move. It is only the first circle, so they got plenty of time. You can med through these circles quite easy.
We have also noticed that a lot of teams do stay out in the blue in the first couple of circles because it just seems that they want to get more loot or just not engage with people until final circles.
Yeah, it seems to be a very passive game. The way these CGLs pan out, I notice a lot of other like top ranked teams that play. They like to play passive. They like to get their loot. They like to, winter is coming, so to speak. They're saving their ammo, saving their meds for that cold winter. But
and the luxurious chicken dinner at the end.
Yeah, sticks and stones, just a bit of a backflip there, almost not paying off for him. I did notice the TNs guys. They're down in Novo, getting Novo to themselves. So just as good as military, still going down to that island. They did eventually push down there, and they've grabbed Novo to themselves. So they might be coming out of some really nice loot. Not any teams on that bridge. You can see Yasu just sitting down there in military by himself, looting up freely. But yeah, the TN guys have got all of Novo to themselves, so they're going to come out of there with some pretty nice loot. That is a nice spot. It's one of my favorite spots to go, especially uncontested. Especially uncontested is really, really nice.
It seems like Bouncy needs to find some meds, though, because he was on very low health, and the blue is going to come in quite soon.
Yeah, these guys are going to have a car. He's got what seems to be an SKS semi-kitted on his back there, M16. I'm sure he's got meds. I'm sure his team won't leave him out to dry. Everyone needs a bit of booty in their life, so that they'll keep him alive as they make their way up towards that circle. We go back towards Animal Alpha. These guys getting into a bit of a gunfight in Pachinki, and Animal Alpha going down. Ray QT finally pushing up with that Uzi there. Did
Babyface manage to get out of Pachinki, though?
That is a good question. I'm not too sure if Babyface has actually got out of Pachinki. He may have gone down in the crossfire.
Oh no!
Babyface Baggins has grabbed a vehicle and he seems to be in a prime spot right now, making his way to Yasnaya. That's a play by that man. He got out of there when he needed to. So
he may have used the one ring to lead him to Yaz.
That could have been the thing. He may have got the ring. He's on his way to Mordor. That is Yasnaya. And, yeah, saved himself.
And he just bypasses Yaz. I mean, no one has touched there yet. That's just
very interesting.
A lot of loot that hasn't been taken and is up for grabs.
Sticks and stones.
Not breaking his bones
the luckiest man I've ever seen on a motorbike. I'm going to call him Mick Doohan.
I mean, I hit a pebble on one of those motorbikes and I die. He manages.
Yeah. I drive down the road and I die on those things. Like, they just blow up. Like, I get on it, I hit the throttle, and I die. It just happens. So, I don't know. He's flipped it twice now, and he seems to have taken the smallest amount of damage. So, I need to get some lessons from him on how to drive one of those motorbikes. The two-wheelers I'm fine on. The three-wheeler, it's got a mind of its own.
Yeah, you definitely do. And I'm never gonna go on a motorbike with you again.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely not a motorbike rider. Yeah. Motorbikes and boats, I steer clear of.
XTEL need to push in, but unfortunately there's a lot of open ground between them and the circle, and they have Les and their team, but they did have a UAS in the BP that they were at, so they might just use that to get into the circle and get into safety.
Yeah, 12 APB trying to put a bit of fire down on these guys and hold up Cozy there.
Well, Cozy's 3 versus 1 because 12 APB's got 2 teammates. And Cozy's the last one the last out of those 2 there.
Yeah, he's getting that blue. He's up to the med here, first med kit up. He's going to know that Cozy's probably doing exactly the same thing. Interesting
you
fight
have-
into the edge of the blue here.
You have 12 APB rushing Cozy from the left side.
Yeah,
And
Disco
Disco
flanking
Viking.
to the right. They're going to catch him off here, maybe. No, Cozy getting the shot. And finishing the job.
Cozy
Cozy holding his whole team up right now. Doing a great job of it. He knows Strucker's out there. Strucker now, what it looks like to be just hiding behind that tree, waiting it out, healing up. Looks like bandages. But yeah, Cozy just playing that weight game. He might opt to pull back into the circle here. I'm not too sure if he wants to waste any more meds, but we'll wait and see.
He is only a few meters from the circle.
Yeah, he can hold that edge for quite some time. And he's opting to smoke and get out of there right now.
Good decision.
Oh, he hasn't seen Disco.
No, Disco is knocked out.
Disco's knocked out.
Stucker's trying to get to Disco before he dies, and no, he doesn't make it.
There we go. Cozy trying to finish this team off. I wonder if he's going to hold this Rocky. More than likely he's going to hold this. Wait for Strucker to probably loot Disco by the looks of it and move his way into the circle. Still got O-Dog alive. And opting to pick up Strucker and just get the hell out of Dodge right there. As he actually just comes flying through. But as last member left of his team, just opting to get in that daze here and just bullet-like across that hill, trying to get his way into that next circle, probably hold up somewhere. And got a bit of a firefight happening out here in the old wheat fields near Yasnaya.
Yeah, these are the ones.
Big car explosion just then.
These are the ones that were at the BP who had Avoid the Zoids team one side and JC, I think Quilter's team on the other side. So they were pinned.
Yeah, these are the Pachinking guys. Looks like being pinned again in a tough spot here.
This is
Trash
definitely
Mang taking a few
not
bullets.
the field of dreams.
You got the trash guys here trying to take out the trash. Coming for that quick flank is Kettle. Can he pull up close? He's got the pump in. He's been taken down. Nobody AU getting a nice quick shot there with the uppy. Trash Man coming in with the flank and also getting taken out.
Is Jeanette's going to do the same thing?
I don't know. The best option here is to move real high left, and that's what he's going to do. He's going to take the real high left, hold that ridge, gets a good flank.
And he's knocked out Ultrix. That's one down. And he got them. He saved his team.
Yep, saved both his teammates there. That was a great play by J-Nipes there. Great play, taking the left high ground, getting that defilade and using that to advantage. They're going to have to met up real quick. Do not have a car. Those guys are going to have to make their way through into Yasnaya and hopefully push through there. And so we're back on board with Blackout NZ here. Got the AK out. Is this multiple T? Is this Centrelink on a Wednesday again? No, it's the compound. This is the car park of Centrelink on a Wednesday. Two teams here just, yelling at each other. You got more money on your Centrelink payment than I did. But I'm holding out. No helmets on. It's the way Bork likes to run it.
I thought you were going to say that's the way that Centrelink people try to run it.
Oh, no. They don't. Yeah, they usually run.
I'm so glad we don't have Centrelink in New Zealand, but we do have wins. JC Quitter, they still haven't moved out in the blue, and it's going to start chunking soon.
Yeah, we got Stucker knocked out from falling here. As he must have been taken off by, seems to be a shot. And, yeah, O-Dog finally killing Stucker. On board with the man of last game, rocking the M4 AK with the extended mag in the backpack, looking down on that barbecue that is the hut below him.
How many kills do you think he's going to get this game?
he's accurate. He's pinpoint accurate. He's all about positioning. These guys are, No Name here and Bork are in a bit of trouble. I'm not too sure if they know Tuji is actually up in that building. So if they try and come out of this building and flank, he is going to light them up. If they try to flank out of that building. So it's going to be interesting to see. They may have got a spot on him. No, they do know that they're in both buildings here. So they're between a rock and a hard place right now.
Yeah, they're pretty much screwed, to put it nicely.
Off board with II.
And he's eyeing out Sketty's team. And
either that or he's doing some bird watching. I'm not sure there.
He's eyeing out Spaghetti, who's doing a revive of one of his teammates.
Yeah, okay. So fighting the TN guys then up there on top of that hill, they've pushed up into a very nice position by the looks of it. And they've got Mr. Baggins.
Hobbit hut.
Yeah, Mr. Baggins in the Hobbit hut. He's stopped off in the Shire on his way to Mordor, and he's just going to camp out there for a while.
Well, he's in the middle of the circle, so he's in prime real estate right now.
We've got Rank Tank pushing this bathroom. Are we going to see it? Bork right behind there, almost catching. Peek coming through, and look at that beautiful peek into the bathroom, finishing off. They're going to, loot up and continue to hold their ground.
R.I.P. Bob Bork. That bathroom failed you.
Who's this out here? We got a.
What is V17 doing down there?
V17 he's at the nudist beach right now. He's probably got his clothes off, having a sunbake. Doesn't want anybody to see.
Even though it's not his team name, he's definitely trying to rank tank.
That's it. He's just out there getting a leisurely sunbathe down by the rock pools, and still on the side of that circle. Farking coming in now, probably noticing that white Dacia parked down the bottom of the hill there. As you can see, yeah, they're pushing around, trying to get a top advantage on him. Are they gonna catch him? Dreams might be able to get an angle here. And Dreams is spotted V down there, just in the nude, having a sunbathe, and has dropped the bomb.
That's the last of Avoid the Zoid.
That is it. Wow.
It's all right though. They had to screw up royally to not actually. No, they were pretty much guaranteed to get into the finals. So they could screw up royally in this game.
Yeah, they played quite aggressive there. I think definitely pushing the. Oh, and Kamikaze coming off the bike. Kamikaze, and he's been knocked out by a Merrick right there. Found himself in a bad spot there, coming off probably the worst time he possibly could have, and he's going to have a bit of a sleep in the grass.
That definitely is more realistic motorbike riding than sticks and stones there.
Yeah, he needs to. I'll have to PM Kamikaze after this game and tell him to go talk to Sticks about how to ride them bikes, because I'm doing a Q ride lesson with him tomorrow for sure.
Definitely. Is that S Team D that's in the house? Yes, it seems like it is.
Yeah, they found themselves in a nice position again, but the next circle has screwed them over a little bit. They got Farking and Dreams out here just holding this angle, and Friendly Dad knocking out Farking with the M416, copping it in the head, straight through the window there, getting a good angle. They're going to be able to met up. They do have that big ridge there. They do have a Dacia. I'm not too sure if that Dacia is still up and running and roadworthy, but they're going to have to make quite a big move. Mansion, big compound. You've got Yasu Cage. Early we seen him in the Dacia just hightailing it across the hills at the back of school. He's actually pulled up in the mansion there, so nice little spot there for him.
Seems like Farking is pushing, so I wonder who's gonna win this. Definitely not Dead Dreams.
No, Dead Dreams just getting absolutely cut down there. These guys are flank Farking knocking out DKG. Pulling a good shot there.
S Team D, they did flank round the hill, so
yeah, and Freddie finishing off Farking there, saving his teammate, and yeah, keeping everybody alive there. Good little flank by both those guys there to kind of like choke them out, not give them any angles. So quite a few buildings left in this final circle. What are you going to make of this, Ed? Do you think people are going to try and camp the edge, or everyone going to try and push their way into these buildings?
I don't think there's much cover in the centre of the circle, so they definitely won't go there. But realistically, people go to cover, so why wouldn't you go to a building, even though there's a 99% chance that it has been or is currently camped?
Yeah, that's going to be the interesting thing, is people pushing the buildings. You see Zapruder here landing those shots.
SKS is deadly.
Yeah, SKS at long range like that with an 8x scope, vertical foregrip, just 3 or 4 shots and the person's down. Once you get that the pre-fire down and you get that nice aim on it, it's a deadly weapon.
And you have Team Rank Tank getting cozy in that shack together in the circle.
Yeah, Spagbowl trying to get a rev here. Sees a bit of faith. He can land a shot. No, misses the shot. Spag's gonna have to move now.
He is, but also that. Oh no, he might get there.
2G just tearing up on them. He's trying to take out that front tire, and that's it. 2G with the clutch again on TNs. Literally like wiping out TNs right there.
I would definitely have 2G and backing me up in a fight.
Oh, he's a guy I'll take to a pub any day. I want him in a bar brawl with me. If he can shoot like that, I'm sure he's got iron fists. But that was a great play there by 2G, trying to take out the front wheels there and then just slowing them up, just finishing off TNs there.
Looks like if Spacey's alive, he's the only one alive from S Team D because his team just got wiped, and we did see Spacey riding along on a motorbike. But no, it looks like S Team D is out.
Yeah, S Team D's out and avoid the Zoid. So 2 of the top 3 teams are actually out of the contention for this last third final game. Got Team Benevolent in these buildings right here, and 2G coming up. This guy has balls of steel. He's going for it. He does not care. Look at that. VFox getting one quick tap on him, clearing him up, and getting caught from the other building. Oh, Benevolent.
Do you think the team that knew that they were going to get into the finals changed up their strategies at all in this final game, or do you think they just played it the same? Because I feel like we've seen a little bit more aggression this last game than we have seen by some of the top teams.
Yeah, Rank Team can avoid the Zoid. I definitely see a bit more of a reckless gameplay out of them. They have been playing quite passive over the last couple of weeks, so this has been quite aggressive from them. It's good to see. Good to see them in a bit of a different situation, bit of a different scenario, and coming out on top or not coming out at all. You've seen quite a passive gameplay by Zoid at the start. These guys push in, Blackout trying to push in these buildings and take what's theirs, but getting absolutely cut down there with the Scar L. But yeah, going back to what you were saying, I think they played a very reckless game the last 2 games. Not to be a bad thing. I'm sure from what we've seen, 2G got quite a few kills there. As we go back overboard, it's all happening over here on this hill. M24 on there on Pajap, and these guys from up top have just been taken out. Car 98K. Merrick landing the shots when they needed to be from the other side of the hill. So we're getting down to the final there. That was a holocaust up on that hill there. About 7 people died in the space of about 20 seconds there. So Yasu Cage has just been hiding out for a long time out this edge of this mansion here. We seen that early push from him in the Dacia by himself, and he's just hiding out, just playing it for his team, playing position, playing for points. So good strat by him.
It seems like Yasu Cage and his team, they were split up from the beginning, so they may have been playing it solo, trying just rank tank, get get max points so you get into the finals.
Well, that's exactly right. They could have been just playing for that point game, and it's working out for them at the moment. As we're on board with Lanny, trying to finish off Merrick. Merrick's the last for his team, and Lanny hitting the Car 98 shot there, and then finishing it off. Oh, they haven't seen him. They haven't seen him down there. Yasu Cage he's a ghost. Oh, please spot him. I don't think they can see. They haven't seen him. Yasu's going to have to get up and move now as the circle pushes into him. He's got that. He might have the protection of this side of the fence on his side if he's lucky. And as those guys have moved in, he's going to be able to hold. Oh, it doesn't look like the edge. Someone's just ran directly past him, and he's got taken out there.
And he's down.
We've got two teams left, guys. 4v4, 2 teams left. This is going to be interesting. Is it not? No, I'm mistaken. Is it a 4v2?
And it comes down to the last 6. Who do you think has the advantage in this circle? And we've got eyes on Lanny, who definitely knows where his enemies are, and he's shooting a smoke. What is he going to do? Is he going to try get into the circle for some safety to that rock?
Yeah, Lanny here trying to scope them out. Extrude seems to be in a nice spot.
Nice shot, Lanny.
I just jinxed him. Lanny landing a really nice Car 98K shot and moving up to the protection of that rock there.
Is it protection enough for the circle though? I think he might be just a little bit outside.
Novite's getting knocked out with a frag, and these two guys just playing it down here on the edge of this tree. That car's about to blow too. That car's going. Back, you need to get out of there, man. That car's gonna go. And Clavicus just to his left hasn't spotted the angle on him yet.
I think he might be engaged. Shooting elsewhere. And Lanny's taken out that.
Lanny coming in. Oh, Extrude copping a big chunk of damage from that. I'm not too sure whether these guys know that he's going to be behind that vehicle or not.
We've got Lanny pushing.
Lanny pushing right. Lanny getting taken out by Extrude. Extrude might be able to get the clutch play of the century here. Getting it on Necro. It's a 1v1. Can Extrude pull this back for his team through the smokes of hell, through the fire? He's going for the shots. He's gonna push. He's got to finish his team, the other guys off. He's going for the molly, trying to rain down fire. He's landed a great Molotov, pushed him out of cover there. Clavicus is going to go down. Extrude pulling in the clutch. That was beautiful play there by Extrude. Pulling in a massive clutch for his team there and winning the game. That was beautiful.
That was fantastic. Very unexpected. Nice molly at the end. That significantly impacted the damage done to Clavicus.
Oh, Extrude there. That Molotov right behind that tree, pushing him out of cover, letting it open up. That was a play. That was a great finish to that final game of the night. Yasu Cage pulling in third for his team. Like Animal and stuff like that. Pac-Man, like you said, those guys were playing a little bit more of a solo kind of game earlier on, getting taken out early, and Yasu pulling it in for third place for his team. Only 1 kill on that team, but still getting the points of third place. That was a really nice play by them as well. I have to give it out to Lanny at the end there, landing some really nice shots with that Car 98K, but Extrude winning that game for them. That was amazing.
And that was the best final of the third game of the qualifiers, the last game of the qualifiers. And thank you for joining us tonight. I'm NZ Gill, and the other one here with me is Dwarf.
Thank you guys for that. It's been a great pleasure having you all. Catch you guys tomorrow for the high top division, 7:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Tune in, twitch.tv, PUBG OC. You know where it's at. Thank you so much, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Peace.